everyone, today we have the Chanel Summer Collection Jardin Imaginaire. I have most of the products in front of me that I'm going to show you today. We're going to try to keep this relatively brief so you can get an idea of whether you want to pick these up. In the United States, they are currently not online, but you can get them at Chanel boutiques. I was supposed to have this a couple of days ago. I apologize that it was not up sooner, but I didn't have it until right now. Also, I had ordered a Balm Essential to try for all of you because although I don't like the Balm Essentials, I always feel like I should try them out for you. Unfortunately, it was not in my box, so I will not be reviewing it. Let me tell you what's in this collection. So there are two Balm Essentials, one in Moonlight Kiss and one in Solar Glow, which is the one that I got, which I don't have and I can't review for you, but I'm sure there's many others who've already talked about it. There are two blush and highlighter duos, one in Light and Berry, and then the other one is Gold and Peach. So we'll talk about those, I'll show you those, and I'll show you them in comparison to some former ones. We have three nail polishes in shades Songe d'Eté. No, that's not right. Yes, it is. Songe d'Eté. Songe d'Eté. We have Reveuse. And we have the easiest one to say, Faun, which is just a deep brown, which I think is going to be amazing in the fall. I'm not exactly sure why it's part of the summer collection, but I don't care because it's going to look great in the fall. I have all of those for you. And then we have the Ombre et Contour eyeshadow sticks. And I have 5 of the shades. I did not pick up the brown shade. 1, they did not have it in store. And 2, I realized as I was ordering these, I still decided I was going to try them all for you. These are not the eyeshadow sticks of 10 years ago. These are the Ombre et Contour sticks, which I have a couple of them that come out, not every year, but they come out all the time. These are not, I repeat, they are not the Fresh Effect eyeshadows of 10 years ago. And I'm going to show you the difference. So you may decide not to pick these up based on that. Let's get into it. I'm going to show you the nail polishes first because I put them on my nails so you could see them. This is, and I'm doing the best I can to pronounce this, Reveuse. It's the R-E I can't do, it's the Reveuse, which means dreamer. Now, I call this shade puce. Puce is an interesting term, by the way, because depending on where you live in the world, it can mean different things. In the United States, it generally means like a green, a bright green, almost a dirty green. But I have learned that in parts of Europe, puce means like purple. So puce, when I refer to it, means this color. But the best way to say it is that it's like a yellowish, almost neonish green. I think this is going to look fabulous on a deeper skin tone. I think on me, it's not my shade of green, but I definitely think it makes a statement, and it's metallic, and it is a beautiful shade. This shade is more me. Again, this is personal preference. This is Songe d'Eté, and Songe d'Eté means something dreamer. Summer dreamer? Summer dreamer. I think that's it. Hold on. Summer Dream. I was close. Summer Dream and Dreamer are these two shades. And so this one is very close to the nail polish that I had underneath, the dip that I have on. So it's like, it's a beautiful mother of pearl pink. It's a beautiful shade. Now Faun is brown. Now I really think this is going to look phenomenal in the fall. And in fact, I cannot wait to wear it because I think next to my skin tone, which is non-existent, I think it's going to be a beautiful shade. I think it's going to be really, really striking. But this could also be more of a nude shade on somebody who has a much deeper skin tone. So I really like the shade. That is Faun. So it's a very milk with a little bit of dark chocolate. It's a beautiful shade. I really, really like it. But again, it's going to be just a brown. So it depends on if that's something you would wear. I like the Chanel nail polishes. I think they wear well. I think they look good on the nails. I think there's something that kind of fills in cracks and stuff when you have like imperfections in your nails. I really like them. I've been wearing them for a very long time. I was trying to think of like the first time I bought a Chanel nail polish, but it's been like 30 some odd years, guys. So I really like Chanel nail polishes. This is, now I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her name right, Ami Drama or Drame has created, and I'll make sure her name is correct down below. This is her first collection for Chanel. She's created an imaginary garden in which flora meets fantasy, a reflection of a dreamlike natural world, one that was an endless source of inspiration for Gabrielle Chanel. Discover a limited edition powder duo, so they are limited edition, pairs an intense matte blush together with a pearlescent highlighter. Enhances the complexion, accentuates the cheekbones, illuminates the entire face, fine and silky, blah, blah, blah. The powder's embossed design features flowers with the Chanel double C logo at the center, a tribute to the dreamlike natural world. Blush and highlighter duos. Let's talk about Light and Berry. Light and Berry. Light and Berry, and then we have Gold and Peach. All right, so now that we've seen the highlighting, so now that we've seen the blush highlighter duos close up and we've seen all that good stuff, let's swatch them. Let's put them on the face and see what we think. Let's ruin the very pretty design. So first I would say fairly pigmented. Design gets just destroyed pretty fast, guys. So don't buy these things for the designs. Not for makeup anyway. Jewelry, yes. Makeup, no. Okay, that's the Light and Berry. And let's look at the Gold and Peach. I think they're swatching fairly well. They're not super creamy. These aren't the Chanel blushes of old, but they're nice. I like the highlighters more than I like the blushes, to be honest. But that could be just because I'm not a matte blush person. Let's try the Light of Light and Berry on this side. I think the Light and Berry is going to be the highlighter that I like, the highlighter and blush that I like more, just because I tend to like a cool toned highlighter. Yeah, see, that's beautiful. And here's the thing I'd say about Chanel. Even when it doesn't particularly swatch great, even when it doesn't swatch as well as I'd like it to, generally the powders are pretty good. So there is the Light of Light and Berry. Let's take the Gold of Gold and Peach. Yeah, it's a very nice highlighter. You know, Chanel, for all my... Chanel always does a good job with their powders. I just wish they would... I wish they could bring back what they had. Let's take the Berry from Light and Berry. Definitely pigmented, folks. I mean... All right, so I think that's quite pretty. It's a beautiful look. I think it's very soft. The matte blush is not my favorite, but again, I'm not a matte blush person. And there's the Gold Peach. Now, I think I can wear the Gold Peach. I think it actually looks quite nice on my skin. I think I like the Berry a little bit more. Again, preference. But what I'd say is if you're somebody who's looking for the versatility of a blush slash highlighter in one packaging, and I know a lot of people do love that, these are really nice. Let me show you the ones that I have from previous collections. So this is the Roses Coquillage. This is the powder blush duo, so it's considered a powder and powder. It is not a highlighter and powder. And then of course, the famous one, this is Printemps, which is a blush and highlighter, which this reminds me more of than anything else. And you can even see that the design, well, what's left of the design, not really there much anymore, but it was camellias, so you've got, you know, the flower design there. All right, so we have, at the beginning here, we have Coquillage, I'm sorry, we have Printemps, we have Rose Coquillage, we have the Golden Peach, and we have the Light and Berry. Light and Berry, like I said, I think is my favorite of the two new ones, although the Golden Peach is going to be great for anybody who likes a warmer color story. Formulas in here are actually quite good. Chanel's that have come out lately, modern day Chanel makeup, these are excellent. You do have a little bit of film on the top. You want to rub past that. And once you get past that, you're going to get much more color payoff. When you first open them up, what I would do, this is me personally, you can do whatever you want. I take a Q-tip. And I rub the top of it. Now it does ruin the design, but to me there's some type of, I don't know if it's a film, I don't know what it is, maybe it's put there like a spray so that it doesn't shatter when it's shipped. I have noticed that there have been products that I've really loved and they are very soft and they immediately go perfectly on the skin, but they tend to break in shipping. Whereas the Chanel's don't break as much in shipping, but I feel like there's like a layer on top. Again, I could just be making this up in my own mind, but it just feels like there's a connection there. So I take a Q-tip, I rub the top off, and you get a much better payoff very quickly. So just putting that out there. Both beautiful, guys. These are great products. I think the powders are really nice. I think they look great on the skin. How they last, I'm gonna have to give you an update on that because these are more first impressions than anything else, but I think they both look really nice. These are the 5 shades, and I will go through each shade and we'll swatch them through as you can see. These are the contour sticks. That's what they're called. I have contour sticks. The shades that I have from before, and I'll swatch these for you too as well, maroon, khaki, beige, and graphite. And they are thicker than a liner, but not really an eyeshadow, right? So you can see the size. They are, of course, thicker than my favorite waterproof eyeliners of all time, which are the stylos that look like this. So obviously a thicker product, but not that much thicker. They are meant to be eyeliners and eyeshadow. So the idea is you can use it as an eyeliner because it's thin enough at the top, or you can use it as an all-over eyeshadow. There is a little built-in sharpener at the bottom. If you guys didn't know this, this is how all of the these types of designs from Chanel are. There's always a little sharpener in the bottom. So that's what these are. The eyeshadow sticks of 10 years ago are the Fresh Effect eyeshadows, and they look like this. It is a different product. They are much thicker, and they have a completely different design. You can see these are like a slanted eyeshadow stick. This is more like, okay, it's meant to be a liner and meant to be an eyeshadow. The formula in the Fresh Effects, these things stay on your eyes all day and are absolutely amazing. These, the Style Ombre Contours, I like, but I don't like as much as the Fresh Effects eyeshadow. So let's try them out today. You know, the formula might have changed too because I have some from, they come out every once in a while. Like the contour sticks come out every once in a while. It's not like this is a rehash of the ones from 10 years ago. It's Attaya, A-T-T-A-Y-A. We have Celestial Pink, the one that I was hoping I would like, and I do. It's very pretty. This is Nuage Blue, Neon Dahlia, and then we have the very, very neon Dreamleaf, which again looks more in line with the nail polish. So let me show you the contour shades that I've already owned. I have maroon, I have khaki. This is beige, which is, and then this is graphite, which I've used a lot. And yeah, so these are much creamier matte shades. These new ones have a very different feel to them. They are a limited edition. Let me show you a comparison to the Stylo eyeshadows of the past. These are 2014. I have these in numerous shades. I'm going to pick out a shade called Moon River and just show you what I was hoping these would be. Now, these are much creamier, almost, they're cream eyeshadow sticks. A bunch of brands have these. I think they were, Laura Mercier made them pretty popular. By Terry has them, where now everybody has them. But the Chanel ones of 10 years ago, these were really phenomenally good. They're very creamy. And then once you put them on your eye, you kind of rub them in just a little bit, or at least I usually use a brush. They stay all day. And I've used the blue shade for you guys a couple of times so you could see it because I love this particular one. These are really great products. If you can find these on the secondary market, even though they're old, mine have stayed fine even though they're cream, which is really interesting. But can you see, like, these are real, they're beautiful formulas, these older ones. These contours, they look like they're very nice. They actually look like they have a similar finish to these from 10 years ago. So let's try them on the eye and I'll let you know what I think. So here is a picture of the back of the packaging. You guys can screenshot it, zoom in, and see if there's anything you have a problem with that you might be allergic to or sensitive to. Put the celestial pink and the blue, we'll use like the blue as liner and see how that works. I think fingers or just the sticks. And I think then they're fine. Okay, let me put on a little bit mascara and then we'll wrap up. Okay guys, a little bit of mascara and a little bit of Chanel lipstick. So this is a very pretty look. What I would say is that of the collection, of the summer collection, I like the nail polishes the most. The Reveuse is, I think, a beautiful metallic green. It's almost like an olive, like I think of puce. I mean, that's the name that comes to mind. The Songe d'été is, I think, stunning. It's a beautiful opalescent pink. It's probably something more of what you might already own, but I absolutely love it. And then the Faun shade, I know it's just like a deep chocolatey brown, but it's actually hard to find a shade like that. And I just think it's very pretty, and I'm really looking forward to it in the fall. Can't speak to the Balm Essentials, sorry guys. The highlighter powder duos, I think they're very pretty. I mean, I wish I could get up here and be like, these are things you need, or these are things that, like, I think they're very pretty. I really do. I think the way that it's done is really nice. The highlighter is beautiful. I'm not a huge matte blush person, but I think with the highlighter, I think this looks really pretty. So the combination there of the highlight and the blush, I do think it looks really nice on the skin. So my thoughts on the stylos, the contours. So I did a little design here really quickly with the purple and the green, just to give you an idea of what I think these are meant for. They're called 3-in-1, the stylos, but because of the shades that were chosen for this, again, it's supposed to be the imaginary garden and all that. So I get that. They're supposed to be sparkly and shiny, and they are. I think they are. They're beautiful. The finishes are more, this is the purple one, more like the Fresh Effects eyeshadow from years ago. So it is that shimmery, beautiful finish. So I really love that. But I think the idea is, for these products, it's more of a liner / design element. What I mean by that is, this is a design element. You know, you draw designs on your eye. You could draw a heart on your face. You could draw, you know, stars. You could do whatever you wanted to create a fun effect for your design, for your makeup. These really aren't meant the same way that these were, the Fresh Effect eyeshadows, which were just meant to, as like a one and done shadow for your eye. And you can see that just in the way that it's designed. This is a flat surface meant to just go right straight on the eye. And then these are sharpened to a point, and they are meant to be a liner / design element tool. I think you absolutely can use them as a one and done shadow. They have a beautiful finish to them. You decide how you want to use them, but I think the idea is to create a product that will also appeal to people that are looking for a colorful, shiny eyeliner and a way to do different designs with that sharpened point. So that gives you an idea. So that is the collection. Like I said, I don't have the brow products. I don't have the Balm Essentials, unfortunately. The nail polishes I love. So I think it depends on what you were looking for in the collection. Is this my favorite summer collection they've done? Not even close. But summer collections aren't really my thing, guys. I'm more of a fall girl. So I will pin my hopes on fall, but I will tell you that these shades, to me, Maybe not this one so much, but the other two, these are fall already. So those make me happy. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. Hope to see you in another video really soon.